Welcome to College Smart Radio, helping you bring into focus the true cost of college and how to tackle the runaway costs of financing a college education. College Smart Radio is hosted by Beatrice Schultz, a certified financial planner and co-founder of Westface College Planning. Now, here's your host for College Smart Radio, Beatrice Schultz.
80% of college graduates are unemployed on graduation day. The average grad takes 8 months to find a job, and that's after spending 4, 5, 6, or more years to complete the degree. Today, you're going to find out what you can do about it. I'm Beatrice Schultz. Welcome to our weekly show, College Smart Radio, where we help you tackle the runaway costs of a college education. Our show is all about bringing up-to-date and practical advice to parents who are dealing with the cost of a college education for their kids. With a private school costing up to $60,000 a year, a UC costing close to $35,000, and a California State University running $25,000, parents need more help than ever. We bring you that help by sharing ways to pay less, tapping into financial aid, and prioritizing your source of funds to make sure you get through the most expensive years of your life. Based on my own education and experience, I share my insights with you week in and week out. I hold a Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering and a Master's degree in International Business. I am a certified financial planner and the owner of the San Carlos-based college planning business, Westface College Planning. I host workshops on college planning and consult with parents on a daily basis. In addition to my insights, I bring in experts in many areas of the college process, from counselors, financial aid officers, student coaches, parents, and even students. You'll learn firsthand the ins and outs of how to pay for college and survive financially. In addition to our show, you can find lots of powerful information at our website, www.collegesmartradio.com. We have many articles that I've authored with up-to-date information on navigating the waters of paying for the runaway cost of college. We have a monthly e-newsletter full of content about college planning. We also have posted a glossary of key terms used in the world of college planning. Terms like total cost of attendance, FAFSA, student assets, base year, and so forth. And we have a link to our free community workshops that we host to teach parents about how to pay for college and how the financial aid system really works. Let's get started with today's show. New college graduates are facing high unemployment, depressed wages, and loads of debt. And they're only in their 20s. Welcome to life after college. No parent wants to have their newly degreed child with $100,000 or more invested in their education moving back home after graduation because they don't have a job. Last week, our guest Lisa Mader talked about the importance and cost savings of assessing career fit before choosing a major and choosing a college. But what about actually finding a job that matches your career choice? Finding employment should not start after you graduate. It should be your focus starting with your first college campus tour. I always advise that every college campus tour should include an appointment to the financial aid office. That same first college tour should also include a visit to the Career Center. My guest today is Don Philabaum. Don is an author, business owner, speaker, trainer, and consultant. He's the CEO of Internet Strategies Group and most recently founded the company Talent Marks. Talent Marks provides live and on-demand curriculum to help college students, grads, and alumni build a lifelong career and job search strategy. Don is also the author of many books, including The Unemployed Grad and What Parents Can Do About It, which provides tips, ideas, and strategies that will help parents of college students be a resource to their grad in their first professional job search. The book is loaded with stats, facts, and compelling evidence by industry sources that support the fact that students who invest time and effort in managing their career while they're in college end up with the internships, the jobs, and the higher pay. Don, welcome to College Smart Radio.
Beatrice, it's great to be here with you, and I really love what you're doing because in these hard economic times, it's really important for parents to be choosing a college based on its ability to deliver a education and a curriculum and a job search strategy. So when they get out, they have a job when they've graduated.
Absolutely. Can you tell us a little bit about Talent Marks? What is it, and how do students get access to it?
Well, we started Talent Marks about 2 years ago because we felt there was an area on the college campus that didn't get a great deal of attention among students, among the President's Council, all the way faculty, and even parents. And that is the Career Center. Talk to anybody that is listening to our talk today, and they'll tell you stories about, well, the Career Center didn't do anything for me. Well, in fact, the Career Center didn't do anything for them because they probably never visited the Career Center, because there was this culture on campus that just said, hey, all they can do is help you with the resume, and hey, man, I can help you with that. And in reality, Beatrice, there is a survey done by the National Association of Colleges and Employers that showed that of graduating seniors, 27% never went to the Career Center their senior year. About 18% went once, and another 16% went twice. So that's about 60% of the graduating seniors that only went either never or twice, which is less time that you can't do anything in that time to even develop a resume.
So how do we get more students to go to the Career Center?
Well, you see, the Career Center is nothing more than a college club. It's an activity. I've done a great deal of research, and there's very few colleges that require students to invest time and take ownership of their career the minute they get on campus. In fact, there's an organization that is called the Campus Compact that about 1,200 college presidents have signed a compact that they're requiring their students to have 60 hours of volunteer work by the time they graduate from college. But yet, no one is requiring the student to invest the time in exploring their career options, interning, learning and networking with alumni, attending events, and developing a career plan, or even just visiting the Career Center. So the Career Center sits there as kind of an underused utility, and while the students are engaged with all of the activities that tend to gather their attention and their time, along with the current courses and curriculum.
Tell us a little bit about Talent Marks. How does that work with the Career Center, and how can students use it?
Well, when we saw the Career Centers were an underused utility, we wanted to find a way to drive more students to the Career Center, to get more students to take ownership the minute they walked on campus. And so we started about 2 years ago a series of 18 webinars featuring some of the top career authors and experts in the nation. Richard Bowles, who has written the book, What's the Color of Your Parachute, and sold about 10 million copies. Martin Yate, who's a New York Times bestselling author. Tony Bashara, who frequently is on Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil thinks he's one of the top career authors in the nation. And we brought these authors right to the Career Center via the wonders of the Internet and webinars, and used them as a way to drive students to the Career Center. So we gave a marketing tool, really a turnkey program that was free for all career centers. We had about 1,000 career centers actually participate, and depending on how well the Career Center marketed it, they had either two to 30 students show up to the Career Center. So that gave us a chance to get an idea of what's happening at the Career Center and beginning to understand why the Career Center is such an underutilized utility. So after we started talking to some of the career professionals, we learned two things, Beatrice. One is, after we developed a series of tools and products that the Career Center could use to help students participate in career curriculum anytime, any device, we found out, A, they didn't have money, and B, even if they had money, the students wouldn't use it. Again, going back to what we talked about initially, was students just don't have an interest, and the culture on campus isn't built around working on your curriculum and career planning while you're in college.
So what can we do to make the students understand that this is going to be an important part, or what should be in the Career Center to try to attract? I know you talked a little bit about having it as a required activity at the colleges. Do you have any colleges that are making it a required activity?
We're working with a number of colleges right now who are testing out our career courses. For example, we've advised them, why do you sit down with a student and go through the basics of a resume one after one with a student when they can take an online course by someone like a Martin Yate, who is brilliant at resumes. And in an online course, the curriculum can be presented in a manner in which the student then can take their homework into the interview with the career staff, and they can advise and coach the students to a whole different level. So there's a number of different ways that we can reach out and begin to get the students using that, but it really starts from the top down. We've got to get the President's Council starting to think about we've got to put more resources into the Career Center. I've gotten to the point that I realized that that's going to take a very long time, and that's why I wrote the book, The Unemployed Grad and What Parents Can Do About It.
I'm thinking that when you talk about, just before we leave the talent marks, though, is there any way for students to access that information if talent marks isn't in their Career Center? Do you actually let students go directly to your site or to your facilities to get any of that information?
Actually, yes. We've created a website called Your College Career Center, YOUR, yourcollegecareercenter.com. And the idea is to deliver that curriculum directly to students who are interested in taking that. So they can take the courses, watch videos, and participate in discussions to advance their career. We also have a program we started 2 years ago, which is pretty fascinating. It's a 12-hour grad career marathon that we bring in 24 of the top career authors and experts in the nation. And they each get a half hour to share 3 tips with the students and then answer questions for 15 minutes. And it's been very, very popular. We brought students in from all over the world, literally, and we've had speakers from all over the world. Running a radio program as you do, you can imagine holding a live event and bringing in 24 authors and experts one after another in a live event. It was an amazing venture, but students seem to like it. And it's another way that we are trying to build some interest and excitement among the general public to say, students aren't getting a fair shake today. They don't have the resources that they need to fight to get a job and be recognized in today's very complex job search market.
Well, Don, we'll definitely have the yourcollegecareercenter.com website. I'll add that link to my website. And just hold that thought for a moment. You're with us on College Smart Radio, where my guest today is Don Philabaum, founder of Telemarks and author of the book, The Unemployed Grad, and What Parents Can Do About It. We're talking to Don about how important it is for students to plan and prepare for their job search well before they graduate from college. Understanding the cost of college and how to keep the costs in control and how to navigate the financial system is a smart thing to know. To help families be on this radio show, I host community workshops at our Westface College planning facility several times a month that explain the costs of various colleges, how the financial aid system works, and things to consider to prepare yourself for this tremendous expense. You can find my workshop schedule at www.collegesmartradio.com. We'll be right back with Don Philabaum on College Smart Radio, and we'll talk about his book, The Unemployed Grad, and What Parents Can Do About It.
For more information on today's topic, visit collegesmartradio.com or call area code 650-587-1517. College Smart Radio continues in moments on AM 1220 KDOW. Contact Beatrice Schultz at collegesmartradio.com or call area code 650-587-1517. Now, back to College Smart Radio with your host Beatrice Schultz on AM 1220 KDOW.
Welcome back to College Smart Radio, where we help you tackle the runaway costs of college. I'm Beatrice Schultz. I'm talking with Don Philabaum about the importance of planning and preparing for a job search well before graduating from college. Don, we were just discussing the grad career marathon available through your company or the website Talent Marks. And I think I interrupted you, so I just wanted to let you conclude your thoughts on that. And then I'd really like to hear some more about your book, The Unemployed Grad, and what parents can do about it.
Well, just kind of concluding the grad career marathon, we think that more organizations should be doing extra to help the graduates since 2008 get a job. Back in 2008, about 80% of the students were getting jobs. And the typical grad's technique to get a job was simply to wing it. Walk in, smile, you got a job. That's the way the economy was. Well, then we lost 8 million jobs, as you know, and it's been tremendously difficult for graduates to get a job. And today, it's kind of flipped. 80% of the students today are unemployed on graduation day. And the cost of being unemployed on graduation day is enormous, not only because they're going to be losing earning power, but also they're going to have to settle for a job within